Well, guys, I keep trying to tell people that all of these killings, these are inside jobs. All of them. 17 killed in Mozambique garbage dump collapse. At least 17 people were killed and several others injured when massive garbage mount partially collapsed by design. Okay? Now, 1 in 7, guys, is the number 8. You've been blackballed. You've been blackballed. The official story is not the official story. This is for an agenda. This is Valentine's Day massacres. Matter of fact, all these shootings happen during the Valentine's Day area. When they interviewed these people that were at the scene, they claimed that there were multiple shooters. And then all of a sudden, all kind of evidence pops up that they were hauling weapons out. And it was an inside designed job. Not only that, I know people that were in Florida that work for this insane criminal cabals. And I know for a fact that they were running training drills. The senator had visited the school. You can look at all the evidence you want. But all of these events, this is part of the MK Ultra, nanotechnology chemtrails, stratospheric aerosol injection. I call it Satan's artificial intelligence. Will you accept their program? That's all it's about. And then, boom, they say, we're going to take your guns away. And they pass laws and agendas. It's got nothing to do with what really happened. Do I think children were shot? Possibility. Do I think the guy's going to prison for the rest of his life? No. He works for the CIA. They recruited this kid very early. He's an MK Ultra, voice-to-skull technology recipient that is willing to sacrifice himself. And, of course, he'll get a new identity. And he'll probably go do this again. Simple as that. Or he's a TI, and that's a good excuse to throw him at the scene of the crime and say, okay, he committed it. This kid was part of ROTC training. He was going to be an officer. You know, he let everybody know that he wanted to be an officer. And then he was spreading propaganda that he was going to shoot the school up. And the FBI didn't do anything about it. Too busy investigating Donald Trump. Now that this kid shoots up the school, what the local police are saying, hey, see these people on the terrorist watch list? Let's start watching them closer. They might go shoot up a school. Like, I would really shoot up a school. What? The only way I would ever shoot up a school is that if somebody had my body controlled by, a joystick. That's about it. Never, ever. The whole reason that I got into the truth movement is to save the children from artificial intelligence. The crucifixion of the Christs. The goats versus the sheep. I got into this movement because I wanted to help people. Save the world mentality. It's got nothing to do. I don't believe in violence. Every time anybody's ever said I've been violent, there's never any proof. And strategically, because I'm an awakened individual and that I have the ability to critically think and use my right brain, I've been targeted way back in 1998, and they just started, every time there would be an incident, they would stage and say and write the report different. For example, when Kimberly, my ex-girlfriend, she claimed that I beat her thousands of times. How can a guy that's on, what was I back then, 220 pounds with about a 29-inch waist, no body fat, black belt in martial arts, I'm going to beat somebody up thousands of times with no evidence? That's the same as saying, oh, he sexually harassed me 30 years after he did, he supposedly did it. It's just, they're taking out targets. Simple as that. And there's many agendas behind these things. But one thing you have to understand, 1 and 7 is 8, G-O-D in Gematria God is 8. You've been blackballed. The 8 ball. The 2 circles represents the 2 right hands, just like Obama. Okay? 2 right hands. That's what the number 8 is. So the God of this earth is a trickster, a blackballer, a double crosser, AT&T. Okay? It's got nothing to do with truth. The official story, the official narrative that they told you, and their agendas are all fake. You're living in a world that men behind a curtain play movies to the sheeple. And if you conform to it, then you will fall into hello, you're in hell. That's why you say hello when you answer the phone. Because also the cell phones are the ones that controls the minds of these people that they stage to go shoot these shootings up. Normal children don't go do this stuff. Only MK Ultra, voice to skull technology, Project Bluebeam children go shoot up schools. Simple as that. There's no way that a normal human being goes and shoots up a school. It just doesn't ever happen. You're being lied to. All right, guys, thanks for listening. I love you all. And don't, if anything happens to me, if I was ever accused of a crime, no way. The only thing I would ever do is defend myself. That's it. And I would have to be very threatened to do that. I would never hurt anybody. If anybody ever says that I would go do something to harm someone, they're liars. I've only gotten to this movement to help people, to save the world from a total annihilation. Because these men want artificial intelligent humans. And that means everybody on this earth dies. That's it. Underground, they already have their human race that they want to put up here. And they're ready to roll. They're just waiting. These kids want to come to the surface and start living their robotic, mentally deranged, mind-controlled earth. They want to live here. They're just waiting for you to die. And if you think that's a conspiracy theory or that's crazy, you just lack investigative reporting. You lack information. Something in your brain says, do not learn what he's telling you. Because right now your mind is in hell. That's why you can't see this stuff. You've been 8-balled. 1 and 7 is 8, guys. Please understand that.